Everyone, welcome to English teaching class. Today I am going to teach you the topic English teaching in India. So let's start it. So let's start with a brief history of English language. Every language is the pride of people who use it. No doubt, English is the language of the English people. It holds a significant value. The hard fact is that this language is used almost in all the countries of the world, and in India it occupies an important place in every sphere of life, with the social, political, academic, cultural or economic. English has its unique importance in our country. It has played a very important role in building modern India, and it has become one of the major languages of the world, and Indians can neglect its studies at their own peril. English is not only a national language of England, but it is also an international language. It may be called the language of the world civilization. According to C. Raj Gopalacharya, what he said, English language is the greatest gift of Goddess Saraswati in India. In India, English was introduced with the coming up of East India Company. Initially, its role was in trade and commerce of the country, but gradually it occupies a very important place in the political and educational life of the country. So now let's discuss on the position of English before independence, which means before 1947. Before independence, it was the reign of the English people. Naturally, the English language enjoyed a privileged position then. Here are some points show clearly the position of English during the pre-independence period. Here are points. The Queen of Languages, medium of instruction, Englishman teaching English, introduction of English from the first day of schooling. Now first of all see the point, the Queen of Languages. How English was the Queen of Languages? Let's see these points. During the British rule over India, English enjoyed the topmost position. It was the first language in the whole country. In every walk of life, it was the vehicle of thought and activity. It was the language of schools, colleges, court and administration. It was enjoying the royal place everywhere. Second point, English was the medium of instructions at different levels. English used to be the medium of instructions at schools and college level. In some of the elementary schools also, English was used as the medium of instruction. Everybody loves to study different subjects through this language, especially at convent schools. Englishman teaching English. The study of English was meant for all the children who joined the school. All the subjects, whether English, history or geography, were generally taught by the Englishman. All the students were under the impact of Englishman for a good deal of time. They listened to spoken English of the native speakers. That is why the elderly persons whose schooling careers belong to that era can speak very good English. Introduction of English from the first day of schooling. The study of English was introduced on the day of child entered the school. Everybody was proud of it because the study of this language was considered a passport for employment, and which we can see in today's era also. Thus we find the English was of great importance before the freedom of our country. Now let's see the position of English after independence. The very question regarding the place of English in India became controversial. Some leaders argued that English should be uprooted from the country, whereas some other favored the retention of English. Mahatma Gandhi said, It is my considered opinion that English education in the manner it has been given has emasculated the English educated Indian. It has put a severe strain upon the Indian students and made us imitators. C. Rajagopalachari said that English should be retained in the country. He said, "We, in our anger and the hatred against the British people, not throw away the baby," which means English language. What Pandit Nehru said? He said, 150 years of intimate contact has made English an integral part of our educational system, and this cannot be changed without injury to the cause of education in India. For the first 2 or 3 years of independence, so much was said, but nothing concrete could be decided. In 1950, when Constitution of India was framed, it was unanimously decided to continue with English as the official language of the country for 15 years. During this period, all efforts were made to develop Hindi, the national language of the country. The Indian authorities thus hoped to replace English by Hindi in due course of time, but there was great opposition by the people living in southern part of the country. The result was that in 1963, the Parliament passed a bill according to which English was declared to be the associate official language of India for an indefinite period. In 1968, the national policy on education adopted by the Government of India stressed special emphasis need to be laid on the study of English and other international languages. World knowledge is growing at a tremendous pace, especially in science and technology, and India must not only keep up this growth but also make her own significant contribution to it. For this purpose, study of English deserves to be specially strengthened. With the passage of time, some of the states adopted the regional language as official language, but they could not make Hindi as the link language between the different states. The reason is that Hindi is not understood in the different states of free India. So in order to continue links between various states of India, English continues to be a unifying factor. Thank you.